The following podcast has been recorded by LIM.
From taverns across Chicagoland to St. Joe's Park in Joliet to the world of podcasting, they're upholding the good name of Chet Gunderson and letting the old styles flow. They are the lovely Intoxicated Men. And this is the Lovely Intoxicated Podcast.
Oh, there's a recording in progress.
There sure is a recording in progress. And what are we recording? It's not our latest video for OnlyFans. It is the Lovely Intoxicated Podcast, episode 6, Return of the LIM for the, they've been in almost every episode. But, I am the podcast papa.
No one calls you that.
No, I am the Dutch baby champion.
The only thing you are is a Dutch oven.
I am a Dutch baby champion, and you best not disrespect the name. Right, baby LaGreca, I agree.
Baby LaGreca's in the house, by the way.
Yeah!
Baby LaGreca! Baby LaGreca! Baby LaGreca! And who are you, young man? I'm talking to you.
I'm the godfather of the LIM. Tony Gabagool.
Smiley McGee, why don't you
Hold
tell
on,
everybody?
hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, we're losing the headphones. We're doing it live. I'm Tony Gabagool, the godfather of the LIM. I got my little guy, Baby LaGreca, here, because today is episode 6.
Yeah! Woo! Oh, by the way, Dan, the LIM champ, thanks for the Yinglings. I feel like Anakin Skywalker. We're killing Yinglings.
Yeah, we're killing them Yinglings, dude.
Hell yeah. Smiley McGee, why don't you tell us what your name is?
Well, I'm Smiley McGee.
Party fell on my socks. That sounds really weird, but the beer pretty much exploded. Did you shake this up, Dan? Is this like our kitchen all over again when Mima was over?
No, I made sure I did that, Pat.
All right, I'm just going to kind of hang out here and clean this up later.
I figured that was a nice practical joke I left for you when you.
Oh, you bastard! You bastard! Dan, can you take over the show a second? I'm gonna give you control of the show with Tony Gabagool for a second.
All right.
Great.
All right, I need to talk about something.
Go for it.
I've recently gone across this great country defending this belt from town to town, and I've been putting those motherfuckers in 6 feet underground.
Hey, that's our one. That's our one. We got to be very careful with that.
Hey, watch
a lot
your
of angry
fucking
letters.
mouth, Danny.
Come
watch
on,
your fucking mouth.
Gabagool, watch your fucking mouth.
Ah, fuck.
Listen. I was out drinking fools, and I was paying, not following rules. You know how it goes.
And well, it sounds like you might have been drinking O'Doul's.
Oh, do you think I drink O'Doul's? No.
Yeah.
There's 2 beers I drink. I made peace with Philadelphia, all right? Single-handedly, I became friends with the entire great city of Philadelphia. And you know what they gave me in return? This amazing beer. It's imported.
But here's the thing. How is New York?
I think my shirt says it all. I hate New York with a burning passion.
Danny shoots hard on New York.
I'm going to. All right, listen. I sat in an hour and a half of fucking traffic. Well, all these motherfuckers, they don't know how to drive. I'm sorry. I'm using more than one.
Easy there, Cornet, with your motherfuckering.
Okay. Well, listen, these jagoffs, all right, they were cutting me off, all right? And I was not having it. I was just trying to get on to Long Island. Long Island. Why would I ever want to go there? But
they make good drinks. We are LIM.
I was driving. Didn't even get to have one.
Those bastards.
I know. I defended my belt there against this Tony Capacol guy. I got a little confused. Ended up at the Tony Soprano house in New Jersey somehow. But I walked away a winner, and that guy was sleeping with the fishes. All right.
Would you say that it cut to black on his match with you?
Yeah, it did.
It cut to black. Hey, Gabagool, it cut to black.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
And then
Which, by the way, it is a great ending of an amazing show. You just got to understand what the genius mind of David Chase was trying to do there.
You have to have a high IQ to understand The Sopranos. I agree.
Mama LaGreca's home now.
Mama LaGreca! Yeah. Yeah.
I also went to where the goth girls are made.
The goth? Wait, what?
I went to the goth girl factory.
Where's the goth girl factory?
Salem, Massachusetts.
That's
where they're made, Pat.
There have been times when you were younger where I wanted to burn you at the stake.
They actually, I looked in the gift shop. They did not have any steaks to burn.
Well, you should have gone to the grocery store. They would have had some steaks.
Yeah, I could have.
That joke was for Maximus Orion. I know he's gonna love it.
Hey, Pac-Man.
Hey, Gabagool, man.
The cannabis dispensaries in Joliet.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it in passing.
They got a pet cow that lives behind there. You hear my kid screaming because he loves this. Anyways, just tell another dad joke. So they got this cow behind the dispensary, right?
Okay.
And he consumes the product all day, right?
Right.
And the stakes have never been higher.
That joke was brought to you by the Red Lobster behind the Rise dispensary.
Oh no! What about the Chinese buffet?
Yeah, Osaka.
Buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Listen,
Sushi.
they know their audience.
Product placement.
It's there in the Taco Bell. I just want to say, great urban planning.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about weed urban planning. We're here to talk about professional wrestling. And
Speaking of professional wrestling, Pat, don't we have a lovely guest today?
Smiley, I don't think we do. Also, you kind of still sound like World War II, but it's moderately better.
It sounds a little bit better.
Together.
So, is there another guest?
I
don't think so. I thought it was just us four.
You didn't get
Is that the favor I called in?
I don't think he got the memo, dog.
I gotta say, I like that you and Gabagool are finally on the same page. I'm better you guys being on the same page than having one of you face down in my kitchen after a chair hit one of you.
Yeah.
That's what.
We don't talk about that no more.
Nope.
All right. Well, I like that. Put it all behind us. So there's a guest.
Of course, there's a guest.
Sent me the information. I thought, wrestling brings people together, and why not have this guy come on and talk wrestling with us?
Hold on. Dude, you kind of went over my head with this.
He's some punk kid from Chicago.
Fine. You know what? I'll let him in. It's about time he showed up.
Is it who I think it is?
I believe so.
Hey!
Where'd he go?
Hey,
the temperature in the room just went up 5 degrees.
Guys, don't tell him I'm here.
What's up, guys? What do you guys want to talk about today?
Well, we got a whole thing planned.
I found it.
I want to talk about.
Wait, 1 second. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Whoa, hold on. Wait, whoa, hold on. Wait, is that Tony's Pizza?
It's not mine. I ate mine.
This is Double J's pizza.
But what brand is it? It looks really good. And it's good to see you.
I got it from this little joint out in Lamont. I'm forgetting the name of it.
No, I didn't know that Lamont had pizza. I never heard of such a thing.
I don't know. It's pretty shit. So there's a lot of things from Lamont are pretty shit, I hear.
What's it called? Roundabouts or something?
Oh, you know that place too? Oh, I didn't realize they delivered all the way out to where you were. That's cool.
X-nay on the pizza.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it looked really good. I will give you that.
It is really good. I'll be eating it throughout this.
Do you have enough to share?
No, I only got enough for myself.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, I don't know if you heard, I don't know if you've been around or whatever, but like somebody stole my pizza during the Summerfest festival.
I don't know nothing about it.
We're gonna get it. I think we'll get into that a little later. But anywho, we're all here, and this is gonna be a little bit of a different episode of the Lovely Intoxicated podcast, as most episodes are. In that every episode is different from each other, and there's different guests and different things that we say, different words that come out of our mouth, different questions that we ask our guests, lots of different things. So this will be no different than any other episode because it will be incredibly different from every other episode. Okay.
I zoned you out, dog.
Hey, that was for the people at home.
Everyone's at home.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Or they could be in their car or at work. So for those people too, I got you, homie.
Some of us actually do work at our jobs, unlike you sitting on Facebooks all day and whatnot.
Pac-Man, let me in. I'm changing devices.
Oh my lord. Oh no, Tony Gabagool's coming. Oh, Tony Gabagool's here.
Hey,
Whoa!
it's my best friend Tony Gabagool.
Tony Gabagool is here.
That was that other guy.
Whoa!
That was his alter ego.
That was
that was Tony Gabagool's alter ego, Tony Gabagool.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle.
Ronnie Gabahool.
What do you hear? What do you say? And 16 better do what I say. All right.
Hey,
Tony, you're late. We started the episode without you.
You're shitting me.
You did. We did. We weren't sure what to do. We were like a ship without a co-pilot.
Well, listen, let me tell you why I was late.
Why were you late?
Unfortunately, we had a death in the family. Okay. See, baby LaGreca, my son, he has a pet named Elvis, a pet mouse named Elvis. Okay. And tragically, he passed away. He was caught in a trap. He can't get out because he loves cheese too much, baby. How you doing?
Oh my
I'm
god!
gonna be honest, it sounds kind of stupid to get a pet for like a 3-year-old dog. They're not gonna take care of it.
He's like 5. Get it right. Okay.
He's a baby in our books.
He's not gonna take care of it.
Well, it's already dead, so
Well, obviously he didn't take care of it.
Double J, you're in here and you're eating pizza. All right. So, Pac-Man, what's on the agenda for this episode?
So, do you have any fan mail? Any gifts? Because we kind of get a lot of gifts and fan mail.
Right up. The only thing I got in the mail today was a letter from the assessor of Will County.
Oh,
Looks like junk mail. Never heard of her.
I wouldn't worry about it. Probably nothing important. But we're here today to talk about wrestling. I know that's a shock. But we're still gonna talk about Rocket Pro. But I think what the people want to know is how we all fell in love with the great sport of professional, by God, wrestling. Dan, why do you look like a Navi all of a sudden?
What? Why am I blue?
Yeah, a dabba dee dabba die.
Hold on 1 second.
You good? You need to talk. You look a little blue, bud.
Yeah, I might need a little bit of.
Maximus Orion is gonna hate this episode.
I gotta turn my fan on because that hot Double J summer's just heating up the joint.
I don't know where it's been all this time. I mean, no text, nothing.
Hot Double J, you're no longer hot.
What is he? What is he, Dan? Hit him with it. Hit him with it.
Hit me with the hard hitting.
You're lukewarm.
Oh! Lukewarm Double J Summer, biatch!
See this? See this?
Lukewarm, just like your face after you shaved off that poor excuse of a mustache.
Hey.
Oh,
hey, Pac-Man, did you hear what he just said? He
I
said
heard what he just said. I want to hear what Dan's. I want to hear what the LIM champ's got to say.
I think you're just jealous because I don't know why this face was too handsome to behold facial hair, right? So I had to shave it off. I had to shave off about 5 years. So now I look, 18 again. You know what you look, Double J?
Yeah.
Old.
Yeah.
You're decrepit.
Old.
You're withering. Your
wise,
skin is sagging into the grave.
Wait, I shouldn't be laughing. I'm the same age as him. The dog Gordy, I love you if you're watching, and if you don't understand it, woof. That means what's up, dog? And
now, is he as big of a fan of Matt Hardy as Jax was?
So Jax was a massive fan of Matt Hardy. I will tell this story. So one day, me and Tony Gabagool, we were watching SmackDown, Monday Night SmackDown. If
Monday
you
night, Wednesday, TNA SmackDown.
Hell yeah. Best show on television. And Matt Hardy came on with Jeff Hardy's dog. And all of a sudden, our little beagle Jax ran right up to the TV and just stared at the dog for probably 2 minutes. You want to say, Gabagool?
Yeah, just going ape shit.
Oh my God. That was so funny. That was a classic Jax moment. Trademark. But Gordy, I would say Gordy's more of a Chet Gunderson guy, because when we got the head of Chet Gunderson in the mail, which doesn't sound as gruesome as it sounds.
It's all good. It came in a cardboard box.
Yeah, so it's
What's
okay.
in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? And then it was Chet Gunderson's head, and Gordy went ballistic for that, chanting along with Daniel the good name of Chet Gunderson.
I always do.
So, guys, can we talk about wrestling?
Yeah, let's get to the point. Pac-Man, what made you a fan of wrestling? What made all of us fans of wrestling? But let's hear from you first.
So it all started 8th grade. Summer going into 8th grade. I was over at some kid's house. I don't know what happened to him. And he had the game WrestleMania 19 for GameCube.
Nice.
So him and I would play that all the time. That whole summer, we just played that game. I mean, 5 years old at that point, but still a classic WWE.
The game was 5 years old. Yes.
The game was 5 years old.
Yeah.
But then actually, Dan was the person that started watching wrestling in the first place. And Dan, who was your favorite? What glued you in?
At first it was, The Undertaker and everything. That, obviously he's, one of the greatest of all time, is the greatest of all time. There's no competition in that. He's a god amongst men in that ring. But, for a while I got glued away from it. And then I came across this one guy, right? This one wrestler that brought me back into wrestling. And you know who that was, Pat? Pat, I think
Daniel Bryan. Wait. Let's all guess. Daniel Bryan?
No.
I'm gonna say CM Punk. CM Punk.
No.
Smiley McGee, you got a guess?
No.
You already guessed CM Punk.
You know who brought me back in?
Hot Double J, you got a guess?
You got to guess.
It was Ryback.
No. Bo Dallas.
Wait, who?
Bo Dallas.
Jay,
I don't believe it.
I don't believe
you don't take me as the believer type, but I'm a believer.
I don't take you as any type.
I
Bo
think
Dallas.
Bo Dallas is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He rivals the Undertaker. It's close, but definitely, Undertaker's a little bit better than
Nothing beats the cake a biker taker. We all know that.
Yes, Maximus Orion.
Yeah, right.
That's his favorite, I hear.
Yeah, that is his favorite. Man, he is gonna hate us.
I heard he's got all the posters, all the T-shirts, all the action figures, all the trading cards, all the lunch boxes.
His favorite band's Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, he even went
Kid
to the-
Rock. Kid Rock. He loves Kid Rock. Maximus Orion. Little known fact.
But,
Big Trek fan too. Star Trek.
You know what I'm watching right now?
Oh yeah, dude, he loves Star Trek.
I'm watching Bo Dallas versus Big E for the NXT title.
That was a good match, actually. Tony Gabagool, I know
Yes,
you
sir.
had a very interesting introduction into professional wrestling. What glued you in?
All right, so what brought me in, just briefly, coming up in my household with my parents, they weren't too keen on the idea of wrestling, but I had an older cousin that was all about it. So I distinctly remember the first match I watched was the Boiler Room Brawl match. Okay. But then after them, when I truly, really got in, was this right here, WrestleMania 21. Okay.
Classic.
This is what hooked me. I would watch from Sunday Night Heat to Monday Night Raw. SmackDown was on Thursdays at the time, and then Saturday Night Velocity. I hit all four of those. I lived it. I breathed it. So, but I had watched this. Not live. It wasn't live when I watched it. I think I bought this at Suncoast. You remember Suncoast? in the mall?
Shit. You just
Okay,
unlocked
so-
a core memory.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and here's the inserts.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a time! What a time this
I got
this
that one.
wrestling was. And then I cut grass for back in the day, and I saved up all my money, and this was the first pay-per-view that I bought. Okay, this was SummerSlam 2005. You've got classic matches between Michaels and Hogan.
Oh, I think I let you borrow that.
I'm
Can I
pretty
have
sure
it?
it's-
Can
pretty
I
sure
can I
this is-
can I have it back? I was gonna
pretty
watch
sure it's
it.
mine, but if you want to borrow it, it's on the network. Go fuck yourself. Listen.
Okay.
So
All right.
so I was hooked, and then it became all about Cena. So yeah, about 2005 is when I got in, and I lost touch with it here and there, but I always seem to come back to it.
What about you, Smiley? What brought you into wrestling?
Well, my first wrestling memories that I can remember watching on TV, was about the time when Kane unmasked for the first time, which I think was like roughly 2003-ish,
Yeah.
about 8 or 9. Um, First show I ever got to go to, was a SmackDown TV taping because I believe they taped their shows on Tuesday nights and then aired them on Thursdays. Um, don't really remember much about that event. I just know that was the first one. But the one I actually do remember, which was probably my second or third, was Monday Night Raw. And Jim Ross and Jonathan Coachman had I think like a strap match or some sort of belt match or something. And Stone Cold was right outside of our section, and my dad went to get.
Oh yeah.
My dad went to get us beverages, and of course, my dad came to get me, and he said, "Hey, Stone Cold's right outside our section." I've never seen so many people move so quickly to head outside of our section. But yeah, that's kind of where my wrestling fandom started. Um, Currently, I've kind of drawn away a little bit from WWE due to AEW, but I do still watch the pay-per-views because WWE still puts on a decent pay-per-view every once in a blue moon.
You watched the Summer Slams with me.
I did, and I also watched, I think, WrestleMania too.
Yeah, we watched and the Royal Rumble.
That too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Double J. You're
Yeah.
in this video call for some reason.
Because
What
the
was
people can't resist the heat, baby.
what was your introduction to wrestling?
I remember way back in the day.
Okay, great. Thanks, Double J.
Hey,
No,
let the man talk. I'm
all right,
interested.
no,
Hey,
fine.
You
Go
you
ahead.
you allegedly called me wanting to talk, and now that I'm here, ready to talk, you don't want to give me a platform? Interesting.
Yeah,
Seems like you're
kinda-
just trying to hog the spotlight as you normally do. Let me get to the
Wait,
story. I'm gonna
aren't
need
you
to
gonna-
unbutton
aren't-
another button.
Wait, aren't you gonna talk about wrestling? You just keep talking
Yeah,
about
you just-
yourself.
Yeah, you keep. Yeah.
so hot in
Yeah.
here with this hot Double J summer.
Yeah. Okay. So way back in the day, about like late 2005, 2006, if you guys remember, one of the greatest video games ever, SmackDown versus Raw 2006, came out.
Hell
And
yeah.
a close friend of mine, he would have me over after school sometimes. Well, before like my parents came home and all that stuff. We'd play that a lot, and that was my first introduction into wrestling. I didn't know what was going on. I was having a great time with it, and I was just like, "Wow, it's really cool that they like conceptualized like this like fighting stuff." And he's like, "Dude, it's on TV. What are you talking about?" So then I kind of would watch like episodes with him, like when I would come over, like on like Mondays and stuff like that. And I got really invested in this one guy I attached to, John Cena. I was like, wow, this guy's really cool. He's entertaining. It wasn't until about April 2007 that I became like, this needs to be my life. If you remember the historic John Cena, Shawn Michaels WrestleMania rematch that lasted that second half hour of Raw, that was like the first time I like sat down with my friend and watched and like fully paid attention to it. And like, I was like, holy shit, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And from there, just skyrocketed into me then watching, Monday Night Raw, then SmackDown, and any of the pay-per-views that I could, because we couldn't necessarily afford them. So anytime a friend was like, oh, we're watching this, I would try to go and like sleep over or whatever. And I was hooked. And then I became much more invested when I learned of other promotions. So back when TNA was on, I think Thursday nights around that time, started to watch those and then got attached into things. And I was watching it daily. I remember growing up then through middle school, junior high, and then high school, I would just Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and sometimes Sundays. Like all I was doing was watching wrestling, playing the video games, looking up stats online. It was the best.
TNA, let's share some stories about TNA. You know, TNA, they had the Shark Boy, they had the
I have
Lava,
Lava Girl.
they had the
Fucking
Abyss.
called it. Fucking called it.
Really. TNA was badass back then too. It was like
Did they have they did have 3D technically.
They did.
Oh, very
AJ Styles was big back then, Christopher Daniels. So, but yeah, it sounds like we all got in around pretty much the same time. Give or take a few years.
You know what? That brings us to our first sponsor. Do you sit there sometimes when Hot Double J is talking, just be like, man, I wonder what time it is, because he's talking a lot and I can't wait for it to be over. Well, let me tell you, we got it's time, it's Vader time clock. Order now.
Speaking of which, running just this month alone, you can subscribe to Hot Double J's OnlyFans. You see the one that Gabagool has been presenting himself? That is the Hot Double J only fan you'll ever need to cool yourself off this summer.
So hot in here. So
breaking news. I was looking at Google because I really didn't care. It just got recalled for being an asshole. So you got to send that back.
Assholes, if you know what I'm saying.
You got to send that back, Tony Gabagool.
Man, I love pizza.
And I love fishing.
He does love fishing. Anyway, what was I gonna words? Okay.
Probably nothing important.
What was everybody's favorite wrestlers growing up? Dan, we'll start with you.
You know, I'm a big fan of like the old school stuff. Like Ric Flair, Macho Man, like, those characters kind of grew on me and stuff. Obviously, I was a big fan of The Undertaker, yada, yada, yada. But, when it comes to full personality, when it comes to wrestling, those eccentric characters like Macho Man and Ric Flair, where they, make things feel bigger than life. And that's what I feel wrestling should be, bigger than life.
Smiley.
Well, I'm quite the opposite of that. See, to me, it wasn't so much about the flair and, all that. I was more of the fan of the technical wrestlers, the guys that could actually bring it in the ring and stand behind what they were saying. So for me, Bret the Hitman Hart.
That looks like another one of Patrick's DVDs.
You keep taking. I keep noticing you have a lot of my DVDs, man.
Actually, I bought this before you even liked wrestling. I bought this from Disc Replay.
Sure.
Yeah, I know the place.
Yeah.
I know the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Smiley McGee. What about you?
My favorite wrestlers have kind of evolved a little bit over the years. One of my first favorites, of course, was one from the first Monday Night Raw I went to. Chris Jericho, Y2J. Then it kind of evolved into I became a really big Triple H fan. And right now, currently, well, this should speak for itself. CM Punk is my current favorite, and pretty much top of the line favorite in terms of main roster style wrestlers. But as far as like independent scene goes,
we'll get to that.
We're gonna get to that. Yeah.
Double J, what do you got?
Oh, wait, hold on, Double J. Before you talk, I gotta do something real quick. Okay, go ahead, Double J.
Can't believe you.
Yeah, no problem, Pat. Hope whatever you.
It's Double J, and my favorite wrestler was growing up. My favorite wrestler was John Cena, because I love people named John, and I love eating pizza. Wow, your voice really changed, Double J.
Yeah. So yeah, one of the big favorites were John Cena because I really respected the all of his like mantras in life. Something I also really loved was Edge. Like their feud really like, showed like good storytelling and like really highlighted things. And Edge and I just have similar lifestyles, back in the day, early 2000s Edge, me at that same time was pulling the same things that he was doing.
Oh, like
Um
not answering Christian's texts.
Not just sleeping with really hot women. And
Yeah,
just
he
like
did do that. He did.
yeah,
do
and
that.
then thinking of like TNA, AJ Styles, that like was such a good character, and Samoa Joe kind of really showcasing that larger individuals can go out there and be really great athletes. Someone to really like look up to. And then around like 2007, 2008, when I was really getting into WWE, there was the new reintroduction of ECW, and like similar to Smiley, gravitated towards CM Punk and really connected with him because he had similar tastes in music that I do and just like similar like lifestyles that I wanted to have. And then I went on the interwebs, looked up all of his stuff from Ring of Honor and watched the matches that he had with like Samoa Joe and Brian Danielson and stuff like that. It was just like, wow, this is a kid who will go out there and want to fight and like back it up in the ring and can stir the pot and stuff like that. So these scrappy underdog, it's what I've kind of really aspired to like, or I gravitate to, and something that I feel really represents myself as well. Scrappy underdog under the foot of an oppressive, albeit short, people in control.
Oh, you're funny. You're so funny, Cole Double J. So funny. Put that fan away. Damn it.
It's hot, Pac-Man, okay?
It's recalled.
Pac-Man.
It's recalled.
I actually was looking at an email and it didn't say recall, it said sold out because of the demand.
Well, let me tell you something.
Just like Double J, our fans are in a short supply but high demand, just like me, man in demand.
Pac-Man, I would like you to tell me something. Tell
I'll
me.
tell you something.
What was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Batista. It was Batista. I mean, that entrance, man. The Batista bomb, the spine buster, the shaking of the ropes, the muscles. I mean, man.
The selfishness really speaks to you. Could never play well on a team when he didn't get his way.
Here's something. Basketballs don't hold grudges, but you seem not to be a basketball because you're really holding a grudge against me for some reason.
Basketball's nothing but a game of grudges.
Well, here's the thing. I take that personally.
You take everything personally because you think it's all about you.
Well, here's the thing. If you would, shoot me a text and, explain to me why the hell you're mad and why all this hostility that started, a couple episodes ago, we wouldn't be in this position right now. So whatever the hell this has exploded into, the fact that you weren't even on these calls for a month when we invited you, this is your fault.
Hey, Pac-Man.
Because we would have resolved this really easily. Here's the thing, because I don't think you want to talk about this seriously. How about we, what? We're going to stop this a second. Come on, let's talk about this seriously. So Double J, why the hell are you causing so many damn issues that haven't needed to be there?
You want to know? You really want to know? We want to get into
know
this
the
now?
truth. I want the truth.
All right, let me give you something. Let me give you a one-up on life here. I have not felt appreciated or respected by anybody in the LIM other than Gabagool. He is the only one at these shows. I remember my very first show, the same one that we met Smiley at. I go looking for my good friend PX because he invited me and I was ready to come because I was out of state and really excited to get to experience what all of these things. I go and try to find PX, nowhere to be found. You know who waves me over after not talking for over 10 years? Gabagool. He's like, hey, Double J, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. What have you been up to? We sat and we talked the entire 45 minutes before the show. We walked over, we got a beer together, and I was like, great. I love the atmosphere. And then you know who didn't talk to me until almost 15 minutes before the show was over? Your bald-headed ass. You were like, oh, I've been so busy doing all these other things. But, I lied. You did talk to me beforehand. At intermission, you said, hey, come out here and hold this phone while we induct this schmuck into our organization.
I don't think I called him a schmuck, for the record.
Josh, I might be paraphrasing. So then I, being the good person that I am and wanting to be a part of the group, I said, sure, let me do this. I record it. And then again, you go off into La La Land chasing tail and trying to be relevant with the other wrestlers at the show. And then I sat there and said, you know what? He seems busy. He told me he's active in this stuff, so I'm going to let it be. You know what happens after the show? Nothing. Doesn't even come over to talk to me because he's talking and grab ass and all these other people. And then my good friend, Damien, walks over to me and says, hey, I saw you at the show. Wanted to come and say hi, catch up with you back from the neighborhood. We had our beef back in the day. He knows that
You
I
beat him up, and
you
you did beat him up in high school.
I beat him up a lot. But
wait,
which
now for the record, we're talking Damian Gray because there are 3 Damians.
Yes,
in
we are
Rocket
talking
Hill.
Damian Gray. If you don't know, he's the current IPW champion.
Oh, wait, you get. I think. Wait, what is that? That thing? Anyway, go on with your pointless story, Double J.
Yeah, so he's
still
talking to
talking?
me. It doesn't matter until the end of this, me and him catching up and, talking about how he wouldn't be the wrestler he is today without the tutelage and the skills that I taught him back in the day.
Oh, please.
It's true.
Yeah. But anyway, so then I come to more shows thinking that my good friend PX is going to want to hang out with me. And then finally, after about 3 shows worth, you actually make time to talk to me and say, oh, yeah, you could be a part of the LIM. No special introduction, no nothing. I'm just a background schmuck in a bunch of these videos that no one even knows. And then it's just this false interpretation because of maybe things that you're telling them because you're getting all these opportunities. You know who shoots a majority of the LIM's videos? Me. I'm the guy behind the camera, getting no recognition, no shout outs. The only person who ever acknowledges me is Gabagool.
Hold on. I need to point something out to you real quick.
What?
That the video that was recorded a couple days ago when I came back from the road trip. Where were you? That wasn't you recording it.
I was at your house, that's for sure.
You weren't there, boss. You didn't record that one.
Yeah.
You don't record all of them. You can't take credit for that.
Yeah,
I said I record a majority of them. Get your listening comprehension skills on.
I try not to listen when you're talking.
Yeah, no one else listens when you're in the room either.
I don't. I'd say check the fucking view count, baby. Check the view count.
I remember the last episode I was on was one of the most viewed. Sure, you might have been there, but everyone came for the hot Double J, and we know it. I'm a draw, and that bald-headed, beard mismatching looking schmuck right there can acknowledge it. He thinks he's the podcast papa. Views come up when I'm on air, baby. Views go down when they see your shiny head.
No, I think the views are about pretty good. You know?
Average, stagnant. Let's see what the views are when this episode posts.
All right.
Probably not as good because you're on it.
All right. So what's your point?
I want the respect that I deserve. I have earned it.
Here's my question.
And I want the respect of who I thought was a friend.
Here's my question for you, okay? So back in April, I appeared on a little show called JFW. You might have heard of it. And, I was at a hotel room, and Double J, you met up with me, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought us those tickets trying to be your friend.
I paid you back for them.
No, you didn't.
Paid you back for them. Check your Venmo.
You didn't.
Check your
I'll show you my Venmo receipts right now. You gave me $5, $15. I apologize for the beer that we bought there. You never paid me back for that show. You said I'll get you later.
Hey guys, what were you doing? Where were you at?
Well, here's the thing. We were at the hotel room, and I had Double J join me on JFW.
Hey.
All right. Couple
he
weeks
didn't even ask. He just was like, hey, I got to make a phone call. I said, okay. I come back into the room and he's on some podcast and he pulls me in and I'm just supposed to perform like some kind of dancing monkey for his games.
Here's another question.
And what happened after that episode? Let me ask you a question. It was after that episode, you became what? A permanent member of the JFW podcast.
I had an opportunity I couldn't turn down. But
You're welcome.
That's not the point.
You're welcome.
That's not
Again,
the point.
Me helping you get opportunities. What have you done for me? Other than make me feel less valued and less of a man and not a member of this group.
if you let me talk, I could probably give you.
You're probably
Exhibit
the
B.
reason that whole gathering back in the old neighborhood fell through and fell apart, and
That
nobody
one-
went to it.
That one was not my fault. Okay.
You were a part of it, and then you probably got too selfish and egotistical, and then you had to leave, and it fell apart.
Hey! I think what the whole point of this was,
Wait, hold on. Wait. I got something to say. I muted him because I'm tired of hearing about some gathering. I don't know what the hell he's even talking
The
about.
Juggalos, Santino was
Something
there.
like that. Yeah, probably. So, bunch of clowns were probably at that gathering of the Juggalos. But, anywho, Double J, while you're muted and you're sitting as comfortably as you can, I have to ask you, didn't you induct Chelsea Gunderson into the LIM?
Is it all right if I unmute myself, Mr. Almighty, All Powerful?
I asked you a question, didn't I? I
Yeah.
didn't stutter.
I inducted Chelsea because Tony is a respectable married man and wouldn't dare go behind his wife and talk to another beautiful woman. You can't talk to women. That man has a fishing hat on, so we know he can't catch nothing. We never see him with any fish. He's just reeling in strays. And Smiley McGee,
He's
I
married.
mean, look at him.
He's married.
I am
Married to coats and stuff, I hear. Might as well also be a carpet because amount of people walk all over him. So I stood up and inducted Chelsea because no one else had the ability or the gall to interact with her. And I said, you know what? Let me take care of this because I know a thing or two about talking to women.
So here's my point, larger point with all of this.
Medium point.
Actually, you know
Below
what?
average point, probably.
Let me also bring in Tony Gabagool.
I'm sure I can look into a crystal ball and really find out the size of the point.
Hold on. Shut up. Tony Gabagool, Smiley. Back in January, what did we do? Where did we appear on?
Oh, I don't know. A little show that they call the Power Hour.
which everybody should listen to.
Yep.
On Steve Aaron's Facebook page. And wait, can I deviate real quick?
By all means.
About a week and a half ago, they aired an episode.
They did. Well, they aired an episode, this week too. But
yeah, but I'm talking about the one from the prior week, right? And my childhood hero, Rion Skills, he sent out a message to the LIM. And listen, Rion, I've been trying to track Steve down at his place of business, but this fucking guy has more jobs than Steve Jobs listed on his Facebook page. I've gone to each
Well,
of them.
you know what? He actually lost a couple of those jobs, unfortunately, last month. Crash tested and Chicago style.
Listen, I love Steve, but I got something for him. Knuckle sandwich partner. All right, go on with.
That's not going to backfire on us in any way.
Well, no, but I was told to do it by Rio.
You're about to become the travesty of the lovely Intoxicated podcast.
Listen, if your childhood hero Rion tells you to do something, you do it.
All right.
He did have that really cool song.
Well, here's my point with that. Didn't you guys, and you guys appeared on the Power Hour with me, we recorded that. How did that episode do, by the way?
I believe, Pat, it is the #1 most viewed episode of the Power Hour
on YouTube.
That it is.
Dude, I don't know where else how we're doing other places, but I do know it's #1 on.
Can I ask a question?
Wait, hold on. I gotta ask Danny a question first. Stan, the first LIM entrance that we ever did with Chet Gunderson.
Yes.
Who was part of that with me? Who did I ask? Who was part of the second Chet Gunderson entrance? Here's my larger point. I'm not the leader of this group, but I'm going to find ways to bring people into the world of wrestling that we all love. And there are ways that Double J, we gave you opportunities as well. Everybody in here has had an opportunity to shine. Tony Gabagool, you're the co-host of this podcast, right?
Goddamn right.
Should be second in command.
Everybody in this group has been invited to this podcast, right? This episode. And any other ones that they've appeared on.
Not to mention, Double J, you were my special guest this evening.
Yeah, because I know while we might have our differences, you at least respect me enough and wanted to hear my opinions on the love of professional wrestling. You know who didn't reach out to me?
Wait,
Well,
why would you reach out to him, Dan?
I was raising my hand and then I didn't because I didn't want to hear from him.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, understood. But my larger point is we've all been involved in some way or another in the crazy world of professional wrestling, in the crazy world of Rocket Pro Wrestling. We've all had that chance. We're all going to continue to have opportunities within professional wrestling.
I mean,
And we're all going to have a good time doing it because we're a family. And
Yes.
the thing is, I can kind of see where you're talking about now, Double J. But here's the thing. You're the one that's calling me selfish. Look at what we've all done together. And why aren't you seeing the bigger picture here?
because I'm not even in the picture frame. I'm on the outskirts. I'm looking at it from the outside in. I was asked to hang it up. I put up the frame in my house to say, like, oh, yeah, you're a part of the family, but, you know, we're going to keep you on the fringes. I remember the 2 times or 3 times that Danny was involved with the Chet Gunderson entrances. I was there for 2 of those. You know who wasn't asked to be a part of it? Me. You know who was asked by Smiley McGee to help him out at Kicks on 66? He asked me to help. You know who didn't? You. You didn't make any effort to get me involved with that. You know what was needed is, you didn't even give me the opportunity to induct Chelsea. We said, hey, who are we going to have induct Chelsea? And I was like, hey, guys, I know you all are kind of uncomfortable talking to women, given some of your relationship statuses or just lack of confidence. I can take that on. I volunteered. I stood up. Again, you were asking the rest of the group. I was standing next to you and you weren't motioning in my direction. You looked at everybody else in this space and asked them, but not me. And that Power Hour episode, I have to ask you, based on those view counts, how many times did you watch those? How many times did you sit there and watch it with your parents, your other friends? How many of those views are attributed to just you, but not their own unique individual view counts?
Here's the
Ponder that. Is the episode so popular because you kept watching it over and over, seeing yourself in front of a camera, surrounded by Chicagoland legends, thinking you're relevant? It wasn't because of the LIM. I wish it was, because we goddamn deserve it. It was because of your own greed, your own self-ego, your actualization that you were trying to achieve and land yourself on the island of relevancy for 5 minutes in fame.
You know,
All right. You know what? Yeah. Pac-Man, tell me about something. What was the first live show you ever went to?
The first live show I ever went to is wait, what happened? Where's Double J?
Don't worry about it. We took care of it. Listen, I think it was with me and my old man.
Hold on. No. Guys, wait a minute. Where is Double J?
Probably at his house.
Well, okay, clearly. But where is he?
wait, you
Go.
did kick him from
No,
the
I don't
room?
think so.
All right.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, but Gold, just to be on the clarification, you didn't do that either?
You're asking me? How the fuck would I do it?
Eh, just got it. Danny?
I've been playing with the slider.
I've been playing with my fan, okay?
Now, I don't even know how to kick people from this, so because I'm kind of a little bit technologically,
You're getting there, though. I get what you're saying.
yeah, you get where I'm going.
Hold on, I got a cooler one
Did you
somewhere
just
else.
did you just leave the room then?
I don't know. It just kind of cut out.
Oh, well,
It still says we have 5 people in here.
5 people, huh?
Hold on. You know what? No, I gotta straighten this out. He's still here.
I got this one though.
nice blame.
Yeah.
Double J.
Double J, what happened, bud?
Where did you go?
Oh,
Seriously,
I was kicked from the call.
you were?
It said host PX kicked me from the call. You didn't like what I had to hear?
Nope, I didn't. No, I didn't do that. I don't know how that happened. I think it might have been. Here's the thing.
Don't worry, I
Hold on. No,
addressed it.
wait, hold on. This one isn't about you and me right now. I actually do have a thing. Tony Gabagool. There has been so much weird shit happening ever since you brought the sober, intelligent-minded person into LIM. Because here's the thing. I didn't kick him out. Honest to God. Double J, I did not kick you out of here.
Pac-Man, let me ask you something, Pac-Man. Are you saying that you think the simp kicked Double J out?
I think the simp, where is he now? It's
Highly
very
impossible.
suspicious.
He was contracted to do one thing and one thing only. He was paid for his services. That's why he's not here right now.
Well, here's the thing. He's been stirring up a lot of shit between me and Double J. He put words in my mouth that were deep faked. And for a while, Travis on JFW couldn't stop playing it over and over and over and over and over. Here's the thing. Whatever was said, I did not say that. I didn't say that at all. So Double J, let me make clear, whatever you have heard on JFW, honest to God, that is not at all what I said. That was simp. He was here a couple weeks ago and everything was just so creepy and odd and weird. And I just don't know what his exact Gabagool. I know, like, we both know who simp is. We both know the person behind that weird, creepy ass mask. But I don't know if he has the LIM's best interest at heart.
He was contracted to do one thing. He was paid for his services. That's why he's no longer here. He doesn't go outside of the scope of that.
I think he's stirring up this. He's not helping the issues right now between me and Double J. So I don't know. Like, you know what, Double J, you can unmute yourself. I gotta talk to you a second. Look, this whole episode has gone off the rails. And let's call a truce right here, right now, for this episode, and we'll talk about all our other issues later. Are you okay with that? Because we have so many other questions and so much wrestling we got to talk about. And I still got to find out who stole my pizza at the Summerfest party. So can we pretend the first hour of the show didn't happen?
No, we can't. I'm willing to put a truce because I'm a professional and I want to talk with my close friend Gabagool about his love of professional wrestling.
Okay.
I'm willing to put this aside because I'm a bigger man, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. But I will concede to this truce, but we will revisit this. I want to have a sit-down conversation with you to talk about this.
Oh, no, we've already been through that. We can't have that.
I have a suggestion. If we're having the sit-down, obviously, it doesn't work, right?
It does not work.
What if we have a stand-up?
Ask me.
Hey, I pitched that weeks ago, so don't even try to steal my thunder, pal.
Well, all I'm saying is if we do a stand-up, it would be fine. Because
it would be pretty funny. And we'll be like, what's the deal with your issues with me? I mean, come on.
Stand up, sit down, jump around, get down. I don't care what it is. I want you one-on-one for 3 minutes in a room to hash this out.
Guys, we have a truce. Let's get on with the shit.
I don't have a truce with that fake champion.
Fake champion. He defended
that title on the
across the country. I drove 2,400 miles to defend this gold here. I went bar to bar.
With who?
With who?
We never saw any of these alleged challengers. I'm throwing the gauntlet down right now. Fall brawl. You and me, one-on-one for the belt. When I walk away from it, you're gone.
I'm already taking that day. I got another challenge.
Oh, another event you're not going to make it to.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, I got another challenge I got to be at.
Yeah. Challenge with staying relevant as a champion as well. It runs in the Ackerman family, I guess.
You just wish you had this gold.
I don't need gold because I'm a better fisherman than you.
That's not true. That's just not plain not true. Listen, when I go off to my favorite
Accept the
spot,
challenge and we'll find out. I'll
Wait,
be
we've
fishing
already
for
heard
old
this
styles.
on 3 episodes.
listen, I go to my favorite spot. I cast off for hours. Double J.
Yeah, you
Little
catch
ball and
nothing.
chain
I
call.
cast off for 5 minutes and pull more than you have in your entire pathetic life.
What are you pulling? Fucking bluegills? You pulling minnows?
All right. So that was a burp. What are your favorite wrestling memories of all time? Oh no, wait, before we get to that.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Are you kidding me? Hold on. I got a bone to pick with this guy.
Well,
I knew you'd come, Simp. How you doing, pal?
Simp. I have a bone.
Sam, it's a pleasure to see you. The man who preaches the truth.
Interrogation, Gabagool. I did not sign up for this.
Hey. Smiley,
Oh,
take it down.
yeah, guys.
Listen.
He doesn't know.
I'm about to do something, so listen up. Hey, Simp, are you listening yet?
I don't think so.
Simp, I want you to initiate protocol number 52400. You hear me? 52400. Initiate it.
Wait,
That's
wait, what are you doing to Smiley now? I thought this was result. I thought you
520.
guys. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? What's going
Dude,
on?
Patrick, how do you not recognize the fucking numbers, dude?
I don't know the numbers. What are you doing?
52400.
I don't know what that means. But why?
52400. You don't know what that is?
No, I don't know what that
That's
is.
my birthday, dude.
Wow, you don't even know your own brother's birthday. You're so self-absorbed.
Wait.
Me
I
and
thought we
Dan
had a
have some
truce.
issues, but at least I
Wait.
remembered his birthday.
Hold on, truce. We had a truce. Come on.
We
never
do have a
abide
truce.
by
I'm
it.
saying I'm appalled.
Hey, look. I'm being the good guy here and abiding by the truce. I'm not going after you.
I'm not going.
You're giving me a lot of
I'm
material to
defending
work with.
Dan.
I have
I'm going along with the truce.
I have a question. and
I'm
my
actually
hand is
being the
raised.
bigger person for once.
Hey, hand, yeah,
I'm
and
always
I'm
the
short.
bigger person.
And I'm short, so
Gabagool, I got a
taller than
question.
you.
Yes,
What is protocol 524-2000?
you're gonna find out, and it's not 2000. It's 00. Get it
Double
right.
zero. Right.
If you keep throwing out all these
On
random
behalf
codes,
of the
he's gonna
SIMP
do-
is his AI assistant.
what?
Oh, yeah. What?
Simp, can you
Can
speak
you
up? one more
repeat
time?
what you said?
Speaking on behalf of the SIMP is his AI assistant.
Hello, Simp. How are you? You're weird still.
Dude, motherfucker's got Jarvis.
I'm doing well.
He's doing well. Okay.
I guess he's doing well.
Simp,
So
did
Simp,
you?
wait, you know what? Hold
Well,
on.
I guess he's doing well.
Here's the thing. Simp, you kicked Double J out of the group chat when we were trying to make peace. Like everything was going so well in here until you jumped in and decided to kick Double J out of here. And I managed to get him back in. Thankfully, I managed to get him back in. And then you're putting words in my mouth. So what the hell? Why the hell are you here? If you're gonna cause problems, why the hell are you here? I burped.
You are full of shit.
No, I don't think I am, because this is exactly what happened. Where the hell are you? Simp, what the hell is your background?
Every background is. Every background is important.
Is that a
There's a reason.
McDonald's?
McDonald's looks kind of familiar to me.
That does look like a familiar. Well, they all look the same.
You know, but I feel like this one's world renowned in particular.
Is this a great burger joint in Peru, Illinois?
I think it is the greatest.
How the hell did he
burger
know
joint.
about
Peru
that?
yesterday.
How the hell did he know about that?
The Simp knows everything.
He knows me and Double J haven't been doing great, and he's taking advantage of that. That's for sure.
He also knows who the mole in the LIM is. And that's why I've
Dude,
initiated.
well, I've already said, Smiley McGee is not the mole.
That's why we initiated protocol 52400.
Wait, what does that have to do with Smiley McGee?
Doesn't.
What does that have to do with any of this?
I
That's
also
my-
know that you've been putting lies. You've been Spitting out lies.
I haven't been spitting out lies. I've been just spitting straight truth, dog.
Can't swallow the truth, Pac-Man.
Can't swallow some old
But
style.
you can
I
spit
did
it
not
out.
fake your voice.
You're full of shit. You didn't fake my voice. My ass. I need another beer. Wait, I don't think this one's empty yet. Nope, it's not. Nope. But I'll
I've
still
only
open
faked
the other beer.
Gabagool's voice.
Well, you showed that you have that capability, so
This is AI assistant, dog. You don't get technology, Grandpa.
I'm older than
It's
you.
my AI assistant.
Okay. All right. So what the hell is this 52400 nonsense? What are you putting Smiley through?
Patrick, 52400. Do the math, bud.
29.
52,400
That's not what I
is
meant.
one Danny's birthday.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Wait.
It's my birthday.
Interesting.
Wait, for what?
I guess they're throwing me a rad party, bro.
So,
It's August 9th.
And they're
They have-
prepping.
Annie
Your
then.
birthday was 3 months ago.
I'm just happy
Hey,
that
Danny.
Sid's gonna... What's up?
You're next.
I'm next? What
Wait,
am I next for?
wait, are you Goldberg
Next.
all of a sudden? I hate Goldberg.
What does his birthday have to do with me?
It's his birthday.
No,
Hey,
that was August.
Smiley.
It was May 24th was his birthday.
Yeah, May
today's
24th is my
today's
birthday.
August 9th. Get a calendar.
Smiley. Hey, Sim, how you doing, pal?
So what does Dan's birthday have to do
Let's
with
talk about that title
Hey!
of yours, Danny.
Smiley.
What are we talking about, Sim?
That title of yours on your shoulder.
Oh, you mean the title that Czech Gunderson himself approved of? We're talking about that title, right?
Title that you bought.
I didn't buy it. I earned this
Purchase
fucking-
title. You didn't earn shit.
I wasn't about to wear no hunk of trash made in Tony Gabagool's basement. Self-proclaimed champion. You guys can't even hold a candle to me. I've gone cross country. How many times do I need to say it? I've gone cross country
Here's the
and
thing.
defended this
Titles
belt.
are earned, not bought.
No, this was earned all right because
Danny-
none of these other people were putting in the effort.
Danny, even when you call my belt a piece of shit, so yeah, I'll agree.
It is a piece
sure,
of shit.
sure, it is a piece of shit. But guess what? You could never even beat me for
Yeah.
it. Shit.
Well, it's not like you would even want to flaunt your own belt around. I had to be the one to carry the LIM on my back because none of you had the strength and endurance to do it.
Sorry about my terrible handwriting, boys.
Yeah, get better.
Belts are earned, not bought. Jeff Steeples, 2020.
This wasn't bought. This was earned. I didn't see
You
you bringing
defended
no
it.
out. I
Hold on.
defended it
On these
across.
shows.
I've defended it on the East Coast. I didn't see you defending no belt at any of the RPW shows. You left that thing at home because you were too ashamed to wear it.
Oh,
So I had to put some pride. I had to put some respect on the. Let me spell it out for
It
you.
looks like you paid $50 for that belt.
I did, but that's not the point.
You know what?
The Simp knows everything.
It is the point.
The
You
point
know-
is, I ain't gonna wear no.
It's a
trash
second-rate
on my
championship.
shoulder. Second rate. We can put this to the test. Gabagool, I'm gonna challenge you. We're gonna put this to the test right now. I will challenge you for that old hunk of trash that you call a title, and I'll even put my brand new, spanking new, boom boom LIM
Colt
belt
Cabana.
on the line, and
All
we'll
right.
see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
And winner of this of our duel that we're gonna have, okay, is the undisputed LIM champion.
That's damn right, and I'm
All right.
happy. I'm happy to do it. I'll shake on it with you.
All right, it is official.
I'm gonna lay hope, but
Before
before we need to put down a place, a time, and a place. All right,
I think
we'll
I
figure
think
that
it
out later, though. I
Time
can't think of
and
times
place.
and places right now.
picked out. Why not Fall Brawl?
September 9th.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I got something. I gotta defend the belt.
Yeah,
Yeah, he challenged you to defend the belt,
Cool.
dude.
I'm
was
defending the
a
belt that
point.
day against someone else. So
Wait, who you
You know, you
defended the
gotta-
belt against?
Oh, that Tony Capagold guy that I met in New York. He was pretty.
Oh, he
swell
wants
guy.
a rematch.
He wants a rematch. He's coming to Chicago. I gotta put him under with some old style.
Well, why don't you bring him out to Fall Brawl? I mean, we might win a Nova, which you got until everybody point at the camera. Everybody point at the camera. Gabagool, you two. Dan, you two. Simp, you're putting words in my mouth, but you two, which you can vote on until August 13th and you can find the link below the video. August 13th, right, Simp, you're creepy. In the video description below. All right, y'all can stop pointing. Okay, so we were saying words about defenses, and you might win a Nova. So why not defend it at the Novas? You could win an award.
Yeah, that's not going to work for me, Chief.
Early on in the
All right,
day.
Hogan.
What do you need a ride? You need a ride to the event?
Where is the
You live up
internet?
in Chicago. I'll pick you up on my way there. I pass
well,
right by your building on my way to Joliet.
How do you know where I live, boss?
Simp told me.
Dude, this guy's got
I
everything.
know. Here's the thing. Simp is just
Simp, you don't have to read his address.
He's doxing my family. He's
I
putting
don't
words
recall
in my
having this
mouth.
conversation with you, Double J.
He's doxing my family, allegedly. He's putting words in my mouth, trying to stir up shit within the LIM. I can't trust
Public
this guy.
information.
I can't trust this guy. I can't trust him. Not at all. Right, Dan? Oh, we got to set a date and a time. Maybe we'll do a
We're
contract
spreading this
signing.
information.
I don't
we should-
think so.
Information.
I think we should do a contract signing, boys.
Yeah, we'll do a contract signing.
It's not a sit down. It's a contract signing. Nothing can ever go wrong at a contract signing.
Name a place and a time, and I'm there.
No pants. No, here's the thing. Nobody will be turned into a coat rack. Nobody will rip their pants. Nobody will get nominated for a Nova Award for being a coat rack. Distracting everybody from people ripping their pants. That's very oddly specific, but anyway.
Yeah, that's because you ripped your pants.
Hey, that was
You're right. We have a truce. I'm sorry.
I'm honoring it.
You're right. That
Low
was my
blow.
bad.
Low blow,
That
literally.
was my bad.
Ever wants to dance with the fool who went and ripped his pants.
And we saw his little butthole.
No, I don't think you did. It was the front of my pants.
Oh, Mama Ackerman.
Oh,
I
I thought that was just a Tic Tac you had taped to your crotch.
Yes and no.
Yes or no?
Yes
All
and
right,
no.
are we
See,
getting
I
back
like
to
that.
talking
I
about
like
wrestling, or-
that me and Double J are back on good.
Yeah, let's
terms.
get back to talking about wrestling, the thing that brought us all together.
Yeah, it certainly did, right, Simp? Wait, but what is 52400? He's just talking about the belt. But is there anything else? Is there anything else connected with this? Anything else he needs to do, Tony Gabagool? What else is there? What does he need to do? Anything else at all?
Hold on. If this is just because they think I'm a mole, let me put one thing straight for you, Simp. And I mean this very, very dearly for you. Why would I go out and spend $50 on a belt that I am proud to wear and yet be a mole and give out the information of the LIM's Facebook page on April 1st? Why would I do that? I'm proud to wear this name across my chest.
Nothing personal, kid. But
The personal kid. But what?
this is I need to talk. I need to ask you a question.
What's your question?
Where were you all these months?
Where was I all these months? Where
Where was I all these months?
Where was I all these months? Sometimes, you go on a little bit of a bender. But if I'm going to give you the honest answer, I was actually working. Because I can't have every Friday.
God damn, is this cat working or shooting?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both.
I couldn't resist.
But I have work that I do, need to do in order to survive and get paid. So, that's the honest answer for you.
Good enough for you, Tony Gabagool. Having a question, my brother blindsiding me with this.
Not good enough for me. No, there's a lot more questions that'll need to be answered.
We didn't even talk. We'll talk about this off air.
Oh yeah, we'll talk. Now, let's get back to wrestling, though.
Yeah, we've been trying to do that for a while, and then Simp shows
an
up,
hour.
and then, Double J and I, we had a productive conversation, I would say. And we have a truce now, so that's good.
All
So
right.
everything is fine. So we can go
All right.
about our regularly scheduled programming.
Let's talk. Let's get back to talking about our first live show of wrestling that we've
Is
gone
it
to.
PX?
Yeah. We got our first live
Or should I
wrestling
call
show.
you Pac-Man?
No, you should call me PX. You got anything else to say, Simp? So before we get going,
I think I'll call you Pac-Man from here on out.
I think you will call me PX because that's literally what it says on my name, bud.
Pat, you got like 4 or 5 of them. Just stick to one.
Podcast Papa,
I don't like it. I don't like that you're spreading misinformation about me.
Well, here's the thing. When it can't be misinformation if it's the truth. It can't be at all. Not
But
at all.
it's not the truth.
Well, the truth is my name is Pat. Wait. Did you change my name to He hacked my thing, guys. He changed my name to Pac-Man. My name is PX on this show. Really, Simp? Really? You're just trying to distract me? You're trying to distract me? I'm not gaslighting. You're crazy.
So the first live event I ever went to was Night of Champions. I want to say 2009 was the first live show, because I remember it was here in Chicago. It was CM Punk and Umaga in a strap match, and I remember that was my first time seeing CM Punk live, and that was awesome. And we also got to see Ric Flair return after he was retired at WrestleMania that year by HBK, because HBK and Batista were in a match that night, and Ric Flair came out to like save and defend HBK from the wrath of Batista, much like how Gabagool comes to defend my honor when that bald-headed guy comes running at me.
We're having a truce.
We are having a truce. I'm still a little upset. I'm sorry. Hey, Tony, point the fan at me. I need to cool off a bit.
There, I'll help you out, boss.
Thank you. You're a great man.
Okay.
I'd make you my second in command any day.
I can prop it up if you need. You need me to prop it up?
Yeah, make it more stable.
Okay, there we go. It's stable.
Thank you. All right. Who else? What else was other people's first
Who am I dividing?
live events?
My first live event was probably so when I was a kid, there was a pro wrestling show that was held at St. Joe's Park that wasn't Rocket Pro Wrestling. It was Pro Wrestling Blitz. Honestly, one of the greatest promotions that I've ever seen. I will stand by that to my grave. I got to meet so many great, people. I think the first show I went to, it was either when Jerry the King Lawler was there or Bobby the Brain Heenan. And I did get to meet Bobby the Brain Heenan, before he passed. And it was really, really, such a cool experience because I'd watched so much, of Bobby the Brain Heenan clips on.
Danny Boy.
Boy. Is that the McFoley signature?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was another one that. What do they call that? They had it at that Romeoville Sports Center. That I always forgot what they called it. Was it WrestleFest?
Yeah,
it was. Yeah.
Yeah. That might have been the 3rd or 4th WrestleFest they held, and that card was built. I mean, it was stacked. They had Sandman. They had Rikishi. But McFoley.
Yeah, Danny didn't. You know what? No, wait. You got to tell your Rikishi story,
dude. I was a young man, a very young.
He played that silver ball.
I did play the silver ball. How old was I? Like 11, 13?
Yeah, I think we were trying to figure this out recently. So,
okay, that was maybe 12 or 13, maybe.
Yeah, I went up to Rikishi and I was like, dude, you're Rikishi. And he's like, yeah, you gotta buy anything? And I was just like, no.
No, but like this is how it went. All right, Danny, pretend to be you, I'll pretend to be Rikishi, all right?
Be like, oh dude, you're Rikishi.
Or The Rock, okay? All right, go ahead. So
wait, you have eyes behind your sunglasses?
Whoa. Eyes without a face, Billy Idol. Listen, all right, Danny, let's do the interaction. All right.
All right, I'm walking up. Dude, you're Rikishi.
Listen, kid, you gonna buy something?
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
And then he gave Danny a stink face.
Then he it was comical.
He was
kind of an asshole. But then I
Yeah.
met Mick Foley, and Mick Foley was probably one of the sweetest people I've ever
Oh,
met.
he is so sweet. Such a
Um,
sweet guy.
And then who else? We met the Hardys, Lita, and then I was yelling.
Wait, when did we meet the Hardys?
The Hardys were there.
No, they weren't.
Oh, was it Lita?
Lita was there, and
Yeah,
you kept...
Lita was there.
No,
and I
that was
like,
the other. No, wait, no, that was the other one. That was the other WrestleFest.
Yeah, and then I was yelling at her that she broke Matt Hardy.
That was around the Broken Matt Hardy era.
Yeah.
You're mixing up your WrestleFest, Bucko.
A little bit.
I'm the one. Also, I'm the one that literally took a picture with Matt and Jeff.
That's true. You did meet them. I did not.
I did.
But I have so many fond memories of Blitz. I mean,
Blitz was a great fun.
So there's the original Lovely Intoxicated Men, which kind of stems from Blitz. There was a group of young men who we were cool with, and they were called the Drunk Swag Crew. And they're always really fun to
Sip
watch.
might be familiar with the Drunk Swag.
I think
he views the internet a lot.
Sip might be a fan, but yeah.
I certainly am.
He knows the Drunk Swag Crew. Very good man. He's still creepy and he's still like tearing this group apart, but you know, at least he knows the Drunk Swag Crew.
I remember that one guy from the old neighborhood. He dressed up as Mankind. And
I'm trying to help you. I'm not tearing this group apart.
This guy, okay, can we? Yeah, I to this day am mad that the guy from the neighborhood that I missed him, dressed up as Mick Foley, sitting in the middle of the ring, rocking back and forth, telling Mr. Riccolo to have a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
Missed that because I had the nerve to be in college. I know.
Get more knowledge.
Hell yeah. All right, Mr. Blindside, aka Tony Gabagool, because you blindsided me. That's the joke. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't change your name.
I like this guy.
I just can't help. It's killing me. She's taking control.
It was Simp because Simp
Jealousy
doesn't seem to have a problem with you.
Turning Saints into the sea.
See, told you, Dan. See, I told you.
Screaming lucid lullabies. Choking on Pac-Man's
alibis.
You know, my first show was a Monday Night Raw back in 2005. Loved it. Had a hell of a time. Pac-Man, you could talk about the next time we went. You know, I went to Raw and
I was there.
He was there.
That was my first time.
Let me tell you what almost meant more to me was my first independent show, and that was Windy City Pro Wrestling Battle of the Belts. Believe we're talking 2006. He was all that at the time. Steve Boz took on Christopher Daniels, and they had a hell of a match. I think it's still on YouTube.
Wasn't our grandpa on that show?
He sure was. I got
Grandpa.
I got to meet a lot of the wrestlers after the show. Abyss was there. Petey Williams. Great show. I'll never forget it. So, yeah, those are my two first pro show, first.
Daniel's eye nowadays.
Do ya? I didn't even hear what you said, Simp. You're so creepy.
Pac-Man, tell us about your first
Daniel's
show.
eye, Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels. He said Christopher Daniels is what he said. So true.
His eye.
His eye. Yes. Yes.
Yes. I thought you were Simp.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
Neither has he.
Crazy.
You know what? Actually, before I tell Simp, what was your first wrestling show? Do you want to talk about it? What do you want to talk about? See, I do want to kind of hear. It's simple.
He's gotta, transmit it from his brain to the AI.
Ah, okay. Well, you know what? While he's doing that, I'll tell the story of my first show. So, and Simp, just have that story ready. So, because I want to hear it. I want to hear it because I care about what you all say, especially Double J, who's going to speak last. We're saving the best for last, Double J.
He already spoke. He went to Night of Champions 2009.
Well, I guess it wasn't that important. But anyway, we had me going to Monday Night Raw where CM Punk won the Intercontinental title. Shawn Michaels sold out, which I told him many, many times to Tony Gabagool's dad's annoyance. And
he loved it.
I know he loved it. I know he had a good time. And Randy Orton punted Vince McMahon in the head, which always cracks me up every time I see that because like literally every shot like if you look very, very carefully, it's like our section where me and Gabagool sat right behind there.
It was classic.
It was classic. Mr. A Cool Guy. You are a cool guy. You already talked about your first show, so I don't want to hear it again. Because we've already touched on that.
See, that's why you don't blow your load in the beginning, man. You got to save it till the end, okay?
Yeah.
Don't go crazy telling all the stories in the first
Wait.
segment.
All right.
I a cool guy because I can't see what my name says that Simp changed it to.
You are.
Yeah, Simp. See, Simp. You're changing everybody's names and you're confusing us all. How
Okay.
dare you?
Well, like I said,
My name's correct.
really
Spreading
remember.
misinformation again.
I'm not.
Misinformation.
No, you're fake news. You're fake news.
He's Mr. Misinformation to you.
Mr. Information.
You're the one spreading fake news.
I am not the one spreading fake news. The fake news Simp is trying to tear this group apart. But anyway,
Pac-Man, are you still a journalist?
Lies.
I am a journalist. Do you have muffins? If you're asking me if I'm a journalist, because the last time someone asked if someone was a journalist, they ate muffins and really were mad at Colt Cabana.
You know what, Gabagool? I got a question for you. I'm just gonna keep this thing going because we're just going off
I
the
know
rails.
nothing about that, Pac-Man.
I got so Gabagool. We're gonna be having a match eventually. For the
a
belt.
match.
Yeah, well, a match.
No, it's a duel. It's a duel.
It's a duel, but match.
Oh,
duels.
duels.
Shut up. Anyways,
I love
what
you.
is your favorite match?
My
Of
favorite
wrestling.
match.
Oh,
All time.
My favorite match of all time. This is tough to just say all time, but I'm just going to shoot. I don't want to waste any more time. John Cena versus Rob Van Dam, ECW One Night Stand. That's my favorite match of all
That
time.
one's solid.
I'll give you credit. I finally got a chance to actually see that the other day. Very phenomenal.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
I think my favorite part about it is the crowd just turned. I mean, you have this ultra baby face in WWE who's the biggest merch seller. He could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white. Okay, so you bring him into ECW, they chewed him up and spit him out, and that's what I think I love most. I love the rowdiness of fan groups, just like us.
Hey, that's us. We're also nominated for Rowdiest Fan Group at the
Novas.
At the Novas because of Old Style. Here, let me. You know what? This brings us to a sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to be like the lovely Intoxicated Men and nominated for a Nova? Well, here you go. It's just this is just a can of Old Style. That's all it takes. All it takes. Chuck Anderson his job. 30% off Old Style at your local Jewels.
Smiley approved.
You don't even drink.
Is anyone ever try using these promo codes?
They work. I checked.
We did trade. My favorite match is Melina versus Alicia Fox.
Solid.
It's solid. But
Very
really
solid.
my favorite match is probably Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. That's a match I'll go back at WrestleMania 25 to be specific.
That's a great match.
If not the great.
I knew it.
I don't have just one match. It's kind of a series of matches that happened over the course of several WrestleManias. But the TLC matches that went on between the Dudleys, the Hardys, and Edge and Christian, and I don't know if there was a fourth team involved in any of those, but those matches were really impressive.
I believe it was just the three, but then sometimes you had Rhino in the mix, Spike Dudley in the mix, Lita in the mix.
I got you.
Simp, what was your favorite match? All time. He's thinking about it. Double J. Well, Simp is thinking about it. What is your favorite match?
You might want to unmute yourself there, bud.
Yeah, you're muted for some reason. Simp, why do you keep muting Double J?
My favorite match would have to be.
Okay, enough.
Oh, okay. All right.
This cannot stand.
All right, Simp. He was trying to talk about his favorite match, and I asked him because I genuinely care what it is, and you just so happen to interrupt. So why are you being rude when Double J's trying to talk?
So my favorite match was between two of my all-time favorites when John Cena clashed with CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011.
Solid.
The Kiss of Death.
That is a good match. I will give you that.
Hey,
Arena.
Pat, PX.
That's me.
Danny boy.
Oh, okay. I got a couple. So if we're talking, I'm gonna talk like the 80s.
I'd say
stuff.
pick your one. Pick your one.
Pick my one. Oh fuck.
Language. We got our one F-bomb per episode that we used like 2 hours ago.
If I were to say, definitely my favorite match of all time is Macho Man Randy Savage versus Jake the Snake Robert at WrestleMania 2. Fantastic.
I don't know why I went with the Yoda.
And then I believe that is also the one with the snake fight as well.
Wait, that wasn't WrestleMania 2.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of.
But I know which one you're thinking of. That was after he got married to Elizabeth.
Yes, yes.
Shit. Which I'll look and see what WrestleMania that is.
I thought it was.
Travis is gonna give you so much shit on JFW, kind of like how Turtle did for what he said. What he said.
About Hawaiian rolls. Dude,
don't you gotta?
I do have a response for him, Dude says Hawaiian rolls taste good. That's just not true. All right,
not just any dude. That dude is the Chicagoland champion.
Chicagoland. I'm the LIM champion. I outrank him.
Not to interrupt.
No, I think he outranks you, bud.
You
He actually won that title.
Smiley, go ahead. Interrupt, Smiley. Go ahead.
Hawaiian rolls. Do you not know how to bake those? Apparently, you're supposed to. I felt like 2 years ago, but before that, I would just eat them straight out the package.
No, that's nasty. They're like desserts.
I think
bread
a little
shouldn't be sweet.
Warm, but what am I?
It's like cake. If you just put like icing on it, and then you got a cake.
I mean, are you saying that butter's like icing or what?
No, I'm saying like if you were to put icing on it, it's sweet enough to where it could just be a cake, like a little cupcake.
I'll give you on the sweetness, but
that's what I hate about it. It's just too sweet. Bread should not be.
I'll
sweet.
have our preferences, but
All right, so I think I'm gonna break this up, and because that's totally gonna backfire you, Dan. What does wrestling mean to all you guys?
Booze, awesome matches, violence,
No, I mean, what does it mean to you personally? Why do you love wrestling?
I love the story that can always be told through the matches and stuff, and the technicality of, these people are doing this stuff, they're putting their bodies on the line. They're jumping off the top rope into, tables and things like that. They're, what they give it all for just, us, and I think it's very admirable that, they're putting their life, their future on the line just, for a 15-20 minute match to tell a story between them and another wrestler. I think it's,
Mr. Blindside, you're next.
Says now she takes off. All right, listen. What does wrestling mean to me? Everything. Honestly, it's captivated me for almost. I think I've been a fan for probably almost 20 years at this point. But it's one of those things. You can leave it for a little while and you can come back and it's left the same way when you left it there, but sometimes it's even better, and that's what hooks you in. It's always there for you when you need it. There's so much wrestling, whether you watch pros, independent wrestling, whether you're watching old school stuff, new school, whatever it is, there's always something there for you, and that's what it means to me. It's everything to me.
A cool guy, aka Honorary Oos, aka Regular Oos, aka Smiley McGee, aka Coat Rack. That was a mouthful. Your turn.
Wrestling as a whole for me has kind of given me somewhere where I fit in life, much like sports do. But wrestling is kind of like that thing where you don't really have to know much about it to understand it. But realistically, I just fit in. It's somewhere where I fit in. Like, I've always struggled to fit in somewhere, and that is what wrestling does for me. It brings out my inner, for lack of a better term, child at heart at times. But at the same time, as an adult now, I appreciate it that much more. Since I've almost, like Gabagool said, almost 20 years worth of watching this stuff. But yeah, that's what it means to me. Um, Along with them putting their bodies on the line, it's not ballet. It really isn't, like they say.
The hottest of hot Double J. Oh God. You're next. What does wrestling mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, if being honest, right, taking a moment, we are on a truce, so get an honest perspective here. Wrestling, it gave me something to look forward to. When I got into wrestling, it was at a time in my life where I was, struggling a little bit. I, had a couple of friends, but I didn't really have something that I feel like I personally enjoyed and like was very unique. Like I kind of gravitated towards a lot of the things my friends at the time did enjoy and just felt like I could fit in. But then wrestling was always something like for me, it was something that I looked forward to and I could like, partake in and like get enthralled with and just kind of lose touch with reality for a little bit, go and watch these storylines and get invested in something, watching these men tell stories and women tell stories of overcoming challenges and believing in yourself. And just like if you take a bet on yourself, you might see what works out, like John Cena's mantras of never giving up and fighting, being the underdog, like Bryan Danielson, believe in your dreams and they'll believe in you. It's kind of stuff that's helped to carry me through because I, always felt like I was a little out of place and I didn't belong. But then going in with wrestling and showing like weirdos can belong, outcasts can belong and like find something. Just like, another little moment of vulnerability. We're all a bunch of weirdos. We're all kind of outcasts in society in some regards, but we've collectively came together. Wrestling has brought us together, and it brings you things like you had mentioned at the beginning, PX, that we are a family. And wrestling, no matter feuds, heels, faces, beef, whatever you might have going on, you're still a part of the families fight, and we're going to come out of this much stronger in the end, and it's going to bring us closer together. And we have wrestling to thank for that, but more specifically we have RPW to thank for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And to that, brother.
So
if I had a microphone, well, I do, I'm just going to drop.
I got you.
all right,
Thank you,
so sir. I'm gonna also real quick before we end the show too. I'm gonna first talk about what I'm gonna do, but we got to solve this pizza caper. But first, what wrestling means to me. So there have been times in my life, as I'm sure in many of your lives, all of you guys here in the video call, and all of you guys here listening and watching. We've all had our struggles. We've all had difficult moments in time. I've had quite a few. And all those times when things were uncertain, wrestling was always the one certainty. From bad breakups to bad college experiences to pandemics to quite frankly, periods of depression and mental health issues. Wrestling has always been that one constant that would get me through. It's something that's I've met a lot of great people through. I've made a lot of great friends because of it. And I remember, I think there's like a stigma with professional wrestling because people like to throw around the word fake.
Hey, you're not allowed to say the F word on this podcast.
You're not allowed to say
we've already used our one. We've already used
all
our
right,
one.
so
Dude.
I've used our one F bomb.
No, that was the F word that we've been talking about.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you think we were talking
You
about?
can say fuck all you want.
Loopholes.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
I'm not done yet, but I'll get to you in a minute, Sim. I promise. Danny's got fire. Please don't burn down your apartment.
Caveman.
But
Well, if that'll
we-
be covered insurance, they're bad.
but I remember, I was talking to somebody and they had said that, they pretty anytime I talked about wrestling, they would always just bash it because, they kept using that word. And, eventually I stopped talking to that person. And then I met other friends, and there was one person that I did meet during the pandemic. We kind of found each other in a difficult time. And first thing we did when we got the chance to meet in person was we watched WrestleMania. It was just that moment of like that acceptance, like wrestling is cool. If you find the right people that appreciate the things you enjoy as well with you, and then you can enjoy it with them. Because we had a great night. And we still, we still talked about wrestling all throughout. I mean, we lost contact, and if that person ever came back, they would have an instant spot in LIM if they so chose. But it's something that's brought me and Gabagool together, me and my brother together. It's brought me and literally brought me and Josh together.
I'd say it's brought us and our parents together too a little
It's
bit.
brought, and because the fact that like our parents are now going to the shows and seeing all this crazy shit we're doing, constantly talking about this, how awesome that is to have that with them. My mom, who I think, Dan,
Dude,
mom,
she's
being a wrestling
she
fan
has
like
never
this.
showed any interest. In fact, she would always
No.
get mad at us when we would be like wrestling on the back deck or wrestling in the living room.
Exactly.
She'd get so mad at us, and now she's like, she's into it. She loves RPW.
She had me make that Damian Sane is a dick shirt.
Yeah.
So like it's brought our family close. Wrestling and
Pac-Man?
Rocket Pro has brought our family closer together.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Mom acts at her first show, and she was initiating some of the chants that night. I was
I believe
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Pac-
first show because like watching it from like a third person perspective is something else for me and entirely. So like it was just one of those experiences that I can attest to. She was into it from the go. It took her a couple matches to get into that groove, but once she got into it,
I
man.
know.
Yeah.
My mom was into it. But last but not least, let's ask Simp. Simp, what does wrestling mean to you? It's okay. Take your time. We're all, we can just fill the dead air.
How about them Lakers?
Yeah.
Simple, it's over the top crazy fun. Where else are you going to see an elderly woman give birth to a hand?
Yeah,
You know what?
right.
Simp's got a point.
You got a point there,
Simp's
dog.
got a point. I think that's the best way to sum it up. Before we get to the great pizza caper, I have a major announcement for you guys.
Another one?
This one is earth-shattering, though.
Oh, it wasn't you said it wasn't going to be major. You said it was going to be.
It's going to be earth-shattering,
There
right?
you go.
All right, let's hear it then.
All right. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I might be a little drunk.
Okay, is that your announcement?
Yeah.
Can you believe this fucking guy?
All right, who the
I knew
fuck
it would
stole?
be complete B asterisk asterisk
All right,
asterisk
wait.
asterisk 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 asterisk.
Who stole my pizza at the SummerSlam Summerfest fiesta? Who did it? We need to solve this right now. I've had my top detectives on the case. It was probably No Coast. Probably.
No, nose goes.
It was No Coast. I knew it.
Nose goes.
Wait, doesn't Simp has no nose? So
Simp stole my pizza. I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was up to no good.
I wasn't even there.
Yeah, okay. Neither was Double J. Neither was Double J. And you know what? You probably hacked into my mainframe because life is a simulation, and you took my pizza because I was hungry. I starved. I had to eat a Dutch baby and a 20-ounce T-bone steak the next day in order to, have the sustenance that I missed from that delicious turnabout pizza in Lamont, Illinois, which you should all try. And if you don't try it, then you know what? JFW rules. You can go fuck yourself.
Hey, Pac-Man, let me
Yeah.
ask you something real quick about the pizza. And when your landlord put that sump pump in the closet.
So much for that F-bomb limit.
I didn't
Yes.
say the other F-bomb. The other F, we already used our one
We already
F-bomb this
used
episode.
that bomb.
Yeah, we used the one.
When they put
You
the
can't say
sump pump in, did they forget to fill the gaping hole in the ground so things could just come in and out of your apartment?
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. Anyways, this was a very productive episode. We should do this again sometime.
Yeah, but I don't think. I mean, we got to solve this mystery of the pizza. Who took my pizza?
I think it'll solve itself. What's done is done. It's
Wait.
bridge over troubled water.
About holes in the ground. Did a couple of mutant turtles of some sort?
No, I don't think Nubby stole my pizza. I don't think
I-
Nubby stole my pizza.
Smiley
I-
McGee. He's a thinker.
Tony Gaga sent me
Who?
to find your mole gabagool, not Gaga.
Could you find my? Hey, Simp. Could you find my pizza taker? Because I need that.
He pays well.
I want to find it.
Listen,
Oh.
bud.
I'm listening, bud. I'm listening, and you can only.
I
keep
did
my...
not fake your voice. I did not change the names of these people in here.
Okay.
It was not me.
Okay,
You
but
and
can
I.
but can you?
Hold on, wait. I'm
Except
gonna.
for-
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. We got to find the pizza person.
But he literally changed my name to the Simp changed this name.
See, I knew it. I knew it. All right, you're fired.
I
for
just
being
said
my...
I did not do that.
But it says it.
says it. It says your name. It says I the Simp changed this name. Why would
Pac-Man.
why would I write that?
Pac-Man, I know how you can find who stole your pizza. I really do.
Who? How?
Watch the video.
Why?
You could get in your fucking time machine and go back and figure out
Wait,
who.
there's a video. I'm never on the LIM Facebook page. We posted something?
Yes, we posted.
What?
something.
You can watch that later. And maybe-
Wait, you know what? Hold on. No.
Why does-
I gotta watch this while we're on air
You
here.
don't watch the videos on your own page.
I don't. I never go on our Facebook page. I'm never on the LIM page.
Well,
I'm
he's
watching-
watching this. I'll
I'm
be
watching
back.
this right now. Hold on. I'm gonna skip ahead. Wait a minute. All right, so there's everybody. There's Slick Nick. There's
I love that guy. I love Slick. Nick.
Wait.
He's a cool dude.
what the how? How is that possible? You son of a bitch! You made me starve!
Oh, that pizza was pretty good too.
You made me starve! I mean, okay, given that Dutch baby was very, very good that I had with Rion Skills on Sunday. So you know what? I will say that was really good and I enjoyed my time there. And no, Rion, thank you for inviting me. But son of a bitch, Double J, you stole my pizza! Why? We had a truce that happened before.
Calm down, it's just pizza.
No, it's not just pizza. It's what, here's the thing. Mr. Turtle, the amazing turtle, Nubby, you know what he said? The biggest cardinal sin of everything. That's what I've heard. I've heard someone stole my pizza. I knew someone stole my pizza. I was in the video. And you know what Turtle said? He said, listen, it's a cardinal sin to steal pizza. And he knows because he's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Did he figure it out?
Yeah, it's fucking Double J.
Shocker.
Hey, wait. Can we just
F-bomb limit.
You know what,
First-
Gabagool, isn't there a
Wasn't
match?
that-
Hold on. Isn't there a match that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think it's actually here in this program. Hold on, let me see. It's on disc number 3 of.
Wait, you know what? No, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. We're closing the tab on this
Let's
episode.
close the tab on this episode,
Everybody,
Pac-Man.
Thank you for dealing with this. This episode went so well.
Hey, one other thing. If you haven't voted for the Novas already, go do it. And you,
Vote
my
for us.
friends, can take
Vote
it easy.
For the LIM. I'm always lovely. I'm always intoxicated, and I'm always the man.
Rowdiest fan group, Double J. I swear to God,
Hey.
don't ever steal my pizza again.
And
I'm
don't
gonna
forget-
finish the story.
Don't forget the coat
What
rack.
the hell are you talking about? You're not even
got
going
you,
up
Josh.
against Roman Reigns.
It's for my legacy.
Eminem. All right.
The
Thank
LIM
you all.
hates New York.
All I want to say is thank you for listening to the Lovely Intoxicated podcast. We're going to be back actually next week with the long-awaited
Next week.
J.R. Lindsay Maximus Orion debate. Good night, everybody, and shut up, Santino. And
Yeah, shut up,
stop
Santino.
stealing
For
my
fuck's
pizza,
sake,
Double
Santino.
J.
Shut up, Santino.
Stop stealing my pizza, Double J.